always on set, and when I'm on set along with the other girls, we are constantly on our phones, as I'm sure that most of the world is. So when you're on your phone, a lot of the time I want to know what people's favorite apps are. And today I'm going to show you what my top 5 favorite apps are for this month. I mean, it's consistently changing, but the ones that I normally use on the regular and what's on my phone. On my phone, this is my background, and it's always my background. It's just banana palms. I love them. I love looking at them. Usually I have a banana palm phone case, like the pillow behind me. Kind of really feeling the whole banana palm print situation. Anyway, so that's what that is, but today it's pineapples on the back. There we go. My top 5 favorite apps that I use on the regular, well, Instagram and Snapchat. I'm going to combine those two because I feel like that's sort of, you know, the go-to for everybody. So obviously this is my Instagram one, and I have in one folder. Then so that's my Instagram, then I have a Snap. And aside from my social media apps, I use Waze, which if you don't know about, then you should know about it. If you are driving in LA, you know the traffic here is brutal. So whenever I'm trying to go to a casting or a meeting or even the set sometimes, it tells you when you're going to be there, what traffic is there, you know, if there's anything on the road. I mean, yesterday Sammy and I were driving and there was literally this chair beware or steer clear of something in your path. And so we saw it right after and drove around it. But I mean, it's kind of scary. So this is an amazing app for that. And again, it's called Waze, W-A-Z-E. So another app that I love to use is Yelp. Around you, you can see the stars, the ratings it's got at that restaurant, and I always like seeing them in picture form. It gets me excited about the meal. You know, I drive a little faster when I eat LP. Another app I love to use is Postmates. Or if you want to order in from a restaurant that typically has a lineup or is really busy, and you don't feel like going to that restaurant, or you don't feel like picking up a certain thing, I would want from a restaurant. I've even had them drop off a shirt from a store that I needed one time. And I love ordering sugarfish on this app. It just makes it so much easier. You can order, it pops up sort of like an Uber service with the person who's going to be picking up your order and how long it's going to take for them to deliver it to your home. Usually it takes about 45 minutes. But I mean, it's great. It saves you from having to go out if you don't feel like it. If you're not feeling good, you can get anything delivered to your house. And it's a wonderful app. So if you haven't tried it yet, Postmates, I highly suggest it. If you guys noticed, I'm using, mine died, and that is one of the things about being on set all day. Jason only lasted so long, and I forgot to charge it before I wanted to shoot this video all about apps. Anyways, I'm going to scroll through some of hers because we do share mutual apps. Another one of my favorite apps is the Google Translate app, and I love this because whenever you travel, you can just direct the camera towards something, and it will translate it for you. So I've set it right now to English to Spanish. And I'm going to show you. Really cool app. I love walking around with this, and it's also great if you're trying to learn a new language too. Oh, I can't even learn it. Wait, I can't speak English. Okay, anyways, so that is another one of my favorite apps. And for my last favorite app, it is called Off. It's a new app by my friend, which tells you all these different things that aren't on the menu. So you know when you go into the restaurant sometimes, or even your local Starbucks, and you go in, you can actually order things that they don't even have displayed, which is kind of cool, and I always really like taking a friend to those places, because you're just like, hey, actually, we have a strawberry shortcake, and they're like, oh, I didn't see that on the menu, and you're like, oh, no. I kind of like that. Maybe you will too. And if you do, then you... Anyways, so those are my top 5 favorite apps. We have Off the Menu, Yelp, Waze, Postmates, Google Translate, and then of course your social media ones with being, it's been a long day folks, which being Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those. What's the one I just used today? Periscope. Yeah, so we are constantly on our phones. I am constantly finding new apps that I like to try out. If you guys have any new apps that you think I should try out or I would enjoy, please leave them in the comments below, because this won't be the last time that I do my top 5 favorite apps video. There's always new apps that are coming out, and I want to keep sharing with you. So